We're talking about
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them
It's
already.
like it was also one of those mons where like it is a double-edged sword at times where like if your team isn't careful with the way the Hoopa portals and like ults
Mm-hmm.
to bring their team, they can easily be punished through like, you know, careless rotations.
It's I think it's just I've seen it a lot of first picks, and I'm just like I'm saying on top of it for me first pick it's awful just because it allows the entire enemy team to like create a squad based around countering a Hoopa kind of squad because you know what's about to happen,
It
right?
looks like in-game bans are Hoopa and Dodrio.
I mean, both. That means probably
Damn.
one team gets Slowbro, one team gets Umbreon. That's how it's gonna work, probably.
Seems
One
like
team
both
might
teams
go
are
up
like
and it's the Wish Umbreon.
Isn't like
Who
both teams
knows?
are like posturing for like a double mage or like a mage oriented kind of comp, banning at least and Dodrio
I would take Blissey
and
instead of
Mimikyu as
Clef.
well.
Maybe, oh no, Mimikyu was the last band now, right?
Yeah, Mimikyu's already banned.
Mm.
I guess Cloud's more like a mon they prefer playing over other things. Right? I'm just not a fan of Clef because gravity is not really a counter to a lot of speedsters. It kind of just zones them out for a bit. And the biggest problem that I have with Clef is that his ult is random, so like you can't have that consistency that other supports provide.
I mean, the 25% health recovery is always nice to have.
I will say
Right.
because I'm a Clef player, so I had to. The Unite is less inconsistent than you would think. Like the options are usually pretty good. Close combat is clearly the worst choice. Splash is unfortunate, but it's not like the end all be all because you still get a shield. And if you're running Buddy, you get
Right.
Buddy into Buddy, right? Which is kind of crazy. So my problem with Clef early is that like now, and it's a very strange Lucario pick in that situation. Personally, I find, but it's just Clef early is just a bad choice in my opinion. Just tell the opposing team what not to draft. Hit Whaley.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so looking at these comps, one team's more of like a balance, having a all-rounder top lane, mage, double mage. I guess more like a mage with an all-rounder. The other side, I think it's the same like we predicted, right? Both teams running the double mage comp.
It looks like Huevos is running It looks like Huevos is running top lane Lapras. My push to talk key is not wanting to work properly.
Oh,
That makes sense. I think if we could see a
that
Decidua
makes sense.
Unite
Yeah.
on the Lapras Unite, that'd be great, guys. Like plays of the week. Think about it. Plays of the week, guys.
That would be sick. That would be hype.
Laprasol gives me PTSD after the A-Pressers match.
Oh my god, that was that was insane. Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah, Lapras
For
makes
sure,
sense.
for sure.
Lapras makes sense, but the problem that I have with Lapras here is that it just has no one else following up with him. There's no Felicity with him. There's no DPS that's going to follow up with him on the Lapras. He's just kind of going in 1v5. So it's going to be kind of rough.
I think he just needs to like be in front of those mages. You have the Desi, you have the Pikachu. All your job is just to soak up damage for them to hit the backline more consistently than they hit your backline, basically, right?
But like a
A little bit of
diversion,
stacking.
if you can, yeah, if you can divert their poke damage towards you instead of your own team's front line, then it's chill.
We're gonna get a little bit of stack exchange on the top side, looks like.
Yeah, just trading stacks, yeah.
On the bottom, looks pretty even. Let's got their level 4.
Desi getting
Oh!
5 before Vino.
Also, it's Psyshock Espeon on this time around, so that's gonna be more secure,
that'll be
more
fun.
both. I like it into a Clef comp. Like you're not gonna get much value from stored power.
I mean, the speed increase for you and decrease on opponents is still beneficial. Because you're playing at range anyway.
Still feel a little bit of trouble, but looks like they're going to be okay.
Rip lap.
Ooh, that Clef barely dodging that side shock from Espion. They get all the small ones and then emotional damage get the no,
Big scores up
get
top.
the big.
And that Lucario is probably nearly fully stacked at this point.
Yeah, they're at like 6 now, I think. Judging by the damage, at least.
We're going to see Pup Lucario as well.
It makes sense. Pup has, I think it's execute damage on just level 5 on the dash or hit.
I think for now the big difference is the level 6 Decidueye versus the level 7 Venu. That could change completely how this fight on the bot side is going to happen.
I didn't like it, or else
Yeah,
he
Luca
does get it from the bot lane. There you go. Desi does get a 7. He's approaching bottom with level 7, so.
I mean, it's still pretty even.
It's pretty even across the
side.
board, yeah.
Before the objective spawns. Ooh, Blastoise in trouble. The poke wars have begun.
And it's gonna be who hits the other one kind of, harder.
Oh, you are lucky I don't have permission to add things to the soundboard. I would have made that so weird so fast.
Oh no.
Fine.
Alright, well, Gimme Huevos have
getting mean looks.
Positioning here. Espanol coming in.
Tom's getting low. Jesse gets it.
It's interesting.
Ooh,
it's so
Trey's
rapid
going
spin
out.
Blastoise. I mean, this is pretty even. I mean, they probably have a little bit of an advantage with that top side being broken now.
Jesse almost at all.
And those spins. And this time it's Venu that's going to get it. And they're going out with all their Unites.
The Desi's spinning every time it throws an arrow. You'd love to see the
316 Delscope, go!
Huge beam from the Venu, but I think Desi is going to put himself back in just
Knock, it's the United States with the air support.
Huge Desi plays. But that triple kill.
That does stop their momentum a bit from emotional damage side. Allow them to defend that and pick up a good amount of KOs there. Bringing back the levels pretty even again. Points wise, I do think Gimme Huevo actually has a better, game state right now. They have comeback XP topside. And their levels are like relatively the same, so the gap will be widening, right, as this game goes on.
I think that bottom side fight right now.
Decidueye has execute damage now.
Yeah, this fight's gonna be very important. This bottom side. This might be the momentum that they need to, turn this game around.
That Blastoise being stuck. The Blissey goes in. It's the clap. With that Pikachu coming back. Big ult. Lapras coming in. And Luca getting actually Decidueye from behind.
Luca just assassinates Desi from the off angle.
Luca secures.
From those KOs, levels are looking better for emotional damage. But again, both teams are back where they can just keep defending their bottom tier 1 path. So it's pretty much a stalemate still,
The fact that no one is going for these mid birds physically hurts me.
Well,
Oh,
they're all
there's
going now.
Lucario.
They're all
Okay.
going.
I think both teams are worried if they're gonna try and push their bottom tier one because that is important
Now
for the
Pikachu
late
with a
game.
big engage. Oh,
Yeah.
Pika getting
huge
the
double kill.
topside.
And now they're going to be able to pressure. No, there's nobody actually helping them up top.
All right. Well, emotional damage opts not to show topside,
Question
sacrificing
here is, can they
their
break it
tier one top
before
pad.
Lecky?
Pretty much sacrificing the tier one top pad and the objective in order to score some points bot side.
Blast
Where's
ult
he?
at 315.
They're still pretty
Clef
late.
and Lapras
310,
ult.
310.
I
Lap
mean,
ults
if
get
you
pretty quick, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's more so the Desi ult
just
that's
let
pretty
it
late.
in. Oh my god, just let it in, guys. It's at 11.
Yeah, the fact that
I do
they
think
didn't let
letting
it
it
in
in.
at like 15 or the second tier of points hurts.
And now they're
Because
just
it would have been
leaving.
like 1 over. 1 or 2.
Yeah, they put it at 12. That was a great play. Putting it at 12, let it +1, and then you can send people bottom to protect instead of. Instead, they're just closing the gap, slowly but surely. Just getting a couple of points in on those towers and just closing the gap. We're within, what, 55 points now?
Something to note, Blastoise isn't level 13 yet, which is that power spike they need, while Lapras on the other side is level 13.
Oh, that's the XP share,
Granted,
right?
Blastoise is the EXP share, right? Yeah. It is a bit. It's not as optimal to run it as a tank rapid spin, I feel, but I can still try to make it work.
I mean, they could
What's
use
he
a little
defending
bit more
topside?
CC.
All 5 bottom.
I would flip the Blastoise and Blissey.
Right. Something to worry about is Blastoise got to worry about the mean look that can just zone them out, trying to engage on them. And both teams are pretty similar in levels as well as points wise, but most of damage do have the advantage here. They are up ahead in 55 points here, so it is like one game, one cap game, but still they have to do something.
It's kind of funny to see two comps that want to do the same thing. So it's actually very hard to start an
Yeah,
objective.
that is a big poke. Lapras is making a move topside, trying to back up, but Blissey's just covering it along with the Blastoise.
Oh, and Pikachu getting caught.
Right,
And that's the first kill.
Ika gets caught out. The cracks are showing in the defense, but again, Emotional has to take that advantage. They got to pick there. They got to make something out of it.
I'm just thinking they run down the
Actually, they're
clock.
actually
That's what
winning.
they want. They just want to run down the clock at this point, right?
No, my bad. Yeah, they're actually winning. This is fine. The longer this clock ticks, is better for emotional damage. I take that back.
Yeah, and emotional damage
It's,
honestly has better secure with Luca ult, Blissey ult, Blast ult, Venu combo.
26 seconds left. It looks like
30
there's a
seconds
push on our
left.
top, but
Plays
two
go for
people
back
protecting.
cap, and the defense here is perfect.
Oh, but
And
double
Desi Lab
unite.
going to play topside.
Here we go. Topside plays.
And now Pikachu doing a big engage on the bottom. Looks like there's nobody defending. Can the Lucario get there?
Yep, Luca gets there.
Luca makes it in time.
Oh, Umbra gets a 38.
38 points.
Is the 38
It's
enough?
not enough. It's not enough. It was a 55-point gap. I'm pretty sure that was.
Mhal, let there be tension.
I don't think it's enough. The math's not mathing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if split
Well
pushing
played
is the word.
emotional damage. Yeah, I don't know.
Damage.
I like.
Decided. You know what? We're gonna be Toxapex in Gen 7. No game progress. Absolutely not.
I mean, just small coaching moment. I think what you could do, because you have the Lapras, is go top with the Lapras and the Decidueye, force 2 or 3 to go and contest you, and then you take the Lapras and you just run bottom with the rest of your team and push. You're never going to make it on time with 3 people up top. You can definitely make it down there. It's already a 3v2. You know that because you drag 3 up there and then you just rotate down as a 5. You're definitely going to get that 100. that 100 in there. But good play by
I
emotional
like that
damage.
play, yeah.
You know, good play by emotional damage, not getting pressed, just, understanding that the clock is on their side and just, keep it solid.
Just
The
covering
one
their
thing,
pads.
yeah,
Yeah.
the one thing I would change
Cover the
is
pads, cover the red, and you're good.
the Blissey and the Blastoise positioning. I would have kept the Blastoise up top and put the Blissey with the Venusaur and the
True.
Espeon, because that's where the risk is if they dive them, right? That
That
the
is
Blastoise
like,
can cover the pad on his
yeah.
own.
Blast is made it in time, like top side. But like they could if what do you call it? If Gimme Huevos actually took the initiative earlier on to push the top side when Blastus wasn't there, they could have just overwhelmed the Blissey, took the kill, and potentially capped enough.
Mm-hmm.
It is funny to watch though. It's like two teams playing the same type of comp, double poke. Both teams have the tier 1 bottom, so like it's kind of difficult to like push into each other. And both teams can just play very defensively.
Also, I'm thinking, I mean, weirdly enough, giving that pad, not letting them score on that pad kind of helped them even more. Because they had a bigger cushion. That's, strange things happen.
Oh, let me add some lobby code.
Oh, I'll just send you an invite.
Yeah, I got a friend request from Tofu. They invited me, and then I just invited Turtz, who's now inviting you.
Okay.
Alright.
The
Wow, I wonder what
magic
game
of friendship.
Works, yeah.
Oh, ban Inteleon, Mimikyu, Leafeon, so Mew? And then we just go with the same bands as last time?
Is it the same bands?
For now, it's Inteleon, Mimikyu, Leafeon. So.
Yeah,
The bands are
pretty
the
much.
exact same.
Hey, I guess they're just gonna duke it out again and double poke. It'd be interesting to see one team adapting and actually trying to counterpick them, disrupt their game plan.
I mean, if you want to play double poke, I mean, there's plenty of comps to play double poke. You don't really need to just ban the stuff that really annoys you in double poke.
Yeah, that's the thing with the meta right now. Is like there's so much utility, supports, tanks, and DPS, strong DPS that you can just play around and build a team around to play these comps. It takes like way more like mechanical skill, right? You don't have to worry about that. More so, you just have to focus on your game sense, positioning, and rotations. Essentially, in a game of Unite, it's easier to defend than it is to attack.
I agree, but once you know how to attack really effectively, then you're so much better.
At defending, yeah, I agree.
Not even at defending. Like we've seen it in the league that if you can be proactive and effective at being proactive, you will win more games because you decide on your own terms how you want to win the game instead of hoping that they're gonna make a bad move for you to capitalize on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. It's better to like set up your win cons than hope that it happens. Alright, well, bans are pretty similar except Umbreon this time.
Yep, they don't care about Upa, it appears.
I'm not
I think they're wanting
surprised.
to force a choice. Like, do you want a defender or do you want Upa?
Slowbro's up right now, yeah. I think that's the play. If you're playing a double pull comp, Slowbro, like, other than Umbreon, is like your best mon to go with. I feel like in like the Pokemons that are good right now, Venu, Intel, Mew. I feel like Mew's the best, but other than that, Venu is actually really good right now. Venu is one of the best Pokemon in this game.
Oh, for sure.
What Desi has that Venu has that Desi doesn't is that his ult can go through enemies, while Desi has the ult what's in front of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. I can't believe that Clef got picked again before Blissey. That makes no sense.
Something to be worried about too is like anti-heal. You get punished way more against like a Clef than like a Blissey, right?
No, it's just Blissey Unite is just still one of the best tools at your disposal to like save somebody.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sylveon coming to the game.
You know what's interesting? The Zoro pick. So they're actually up to trying to potentially run some dive here. I'm worried though because they have a Clef and not like a Comfy or Blissey to support the Zoro. So it's kind of rough to go in.
I mean, if Zoro goes cut, it doesn't really need someone else healing it.
I mean, that's like not really enough heals though.
Well, you know, Whaley, no, like if you don't have a Hoopa player, I can understand you don't want to play Hoopa because it's, we discussed it earlier, but like you get punished so hard for like average Hoopa play to really get the benefit out of it. So I understand why teams would shy away from that Pokemon if you don't feel like you're, you know, you have the right player for it. Like Mhal, you have real players, so you're good, but I can understand that some players are not
Yeah,
comfortable on that mod.
right. Like I said, it's like a double-edged sword, right? If you don't know how to rotate well and how to utilize Hoopa's strengths, it can just backfire on you and, you know, actually punish yourself.
A
Like
lot
having a
of
bad
people
ult,
die.
just
Or a
yeah,
portal.
like bad
Bad
ult can
portal. Bad
make your whole
portal.
team die. Bad portal is the life and death of your carry or your tank.
Yeah.
You're just susceptible to like backcaps if you don't play it well.
You know what? I'd like to see
Okay,
the
they have the
Clef
Lapras though.
be follow me this game. I feel like I don't see what gravity brings you at all.
Doesn't really do anything in this comp. No.
I think it'd be great for like, you know, getting in the face of the Slowbro or even the Blastoise, you know. He can't kill you if you're follow me like Moonlight. Like what is
Blastoise
he gonna
would, yeah. Blastoise would be very important to follow me, yeah.
Oh the Blastoise. Yeah, the Blastoise. We get a Venu Desi jungle. So our both are
Mirroring the
Oh, that's
jungle
surprising.
jungles as last time. Zoro top lane, cool. That's gonna be shiny.
alright, let's see if they're gonna allow the Zoroark to just get his 5 for
Oh
free.
wow, they just they just let Zoro cut for free.
They're
Okay.
just handshaking.
I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, that Slowbro
Oh
just
no,
made.
and he lets him get the cap too.
And they missed the secure on Forge.
I mean, at least that Blastoise is getting his stacks as well, but I mean,
Zoro getting fed topside. They're almost 5.
If he gets this, oh no, Zoro is gonna get 5
Zoro got the
for sure.
CS. All they're gonna do is get it back for him now.
both of them are going to be able to get their evolution too, which is going to be huge.
Well, Gimme Huevos, Desi rotating top as well, along with emotional damage. Both junglers rotating top here. But that Zoro might just clean up this whole team if they play it.
Oh, can they get punished?
Zoro gets
Nice
out
CC.
top right.
Nice CC from Blastoise preventing that combo from Zoroark. That could
Oh,
have been
get
very dangerous.
How's bot side looking? Espeon is stored power.
and we get a Mystical
Sylveon
Fire.
is Mystical Fire. Yeah, cool. Shiny.
Someone,
It makes some
something,
sense in this comp with the 4 special attackers.
true.
Reduces
Although
healing, reduces damage.
Venu's going Sludge Bomb, which I think is a good adjustment. There's no one really that you're gonna get drained, so might as well have that extra damage.
That slow could be massive too when even sieging pads.
Desi snipes are online.
True.
Also synergizes with the other special attackers on the squad too, since you get that special, you know, defense drop from the Sludge Bomb.
Yeah, along with the Sylveon, yeah, it could just shred their front line.
Well, the
That is
Sylveon's
something to
Mystical
be.
Fire, so she's not Hyper Voice.
Oh, okay.
But I like it to, you know, hunt down that Desi or even the Espeon with store power.
I like that actually. It helps the Zoro take less pressure off of him.
Why were you waiting to get farmed? There was so many little minions. Why did you just wait and get none of them?
Looks like we get a 5-man rotation. The Zorak staying top, while the Venusaur maybe trying to get a couple levels. Maybe it's Unite.
Yeah, Gimme Huevos posturing for a 5-man push on this Reggie bottom. Zoro up to stay
One
top,
will be
trying to
getting
stack and scale.
Zoro getting denied stacks by a Bunnelby. True classic.
That's right. Big
Desi just
arrow getting
chunking that
pushed.
front line.
1.5.
Oh my lord. Another
Ooh, ouch.
And that Blastoise
Three
going
Blast
back
was just
in.
shredding. Blast was just cleaning up right after the Desi chunked their whole
Oh,
front line.
that's all of them down, and
And
Bot
that
is gonna
is a
get
team web.
sieged.
Gimme
That's making
Huevos
it
with that team web.
That's making it into the clip montage.
And I like what emotional damage is doing. Just run to the objective, do it as fast as you can before they can have an opportunity to steal it away from you.
They know Desi's
Yeah,
on the other
I like
side of
this
the map,
rotation.
so fetus delete us.
Can we see the reverse of the reverse team wipe right after that? Sieging with this Regieleki?
With the Blissey
Vino has
Unite,
ults.
big
Might
Vino
big
happen.
double
going in,
Unite,
Zoro
Now?
going in.
Oh, that's a blast ult.
huge Blastoise ult into the Decidueye ult.
Ow! There goes Vino.
Yeah, that Blastoise ult. Blastoise again just stopping all momentum from that push.
Decidueye going hard. What is this? A
I
quadra
like this,
kill.
I like this what do you call it? Combination they have going so far. The Desi arrows and poke, and then the Blastoise follow up to clean up.
Or vice versa, he just engages first in there, and then with all when
Desi
they're all
cleans up
half
right
health,
after.
yeah, and then you just get a
Alright.
huge shackle when they're half health. Also gives you vision as the Decidueye, so you know where they are, so you can not miss your arrows and try to kind of shoot blindly.
Yeah, very important. Yeah, very important.
Zoro just dies. Unfortunate.
That's why you play Stored Power Espeon, guys, so you don't get killed by Zoroarks for free.
Sponsored by Sword Power.
Sponsored by Dark Tech. If you have never heard of Dark Tech, go see Falsoon. He'll explain it to you guys.
Nice. Alright, well,
I'm terrified to ask Falsoon what Dark Tech is.
you see this emotional damage thing? This rotation is very bold, but it works out in their favor because they don't have anyone covering the pads. That could easily, be punished for that.
That Zoroark being a bit greedy on that one, just trying to get the maximum of points. If they could have, broken that tower, it would have been huge.
Can they get out? They do get out without really being punished. Okay. I like their play though.
Have a
Like
fight here.
knowing that they're unfavored in the team fight, bottom side, they opted to just go and back out top side, which worked out in their favor.
Let the chunking begin.
And everybody popping their unites, knowing it's the last possibility. Big Zoroark unite.
3 down for side
Black boys
Or
goes
dead.
down.
That team wipe? Nah, SP gets out.
What a back and
This
forth
time.
game.
Oh man, this time they actually successfully pull off that dive, the coordinated dive to just almost wipe their whole team out.
That Zoroark unite was massive, right
First score on the bottom
on the
pad in the
Decidueye.
entire game.
I like this, using the momentum from the Regieleki to siege bottom pad. Desi is here though. They get 11 points in.
Desi has like 1 arrow left.
It gives you enough time for Espeon to come back in with sword power. They won't be able to score.
Ouch. No recall for Clef.
Yeah, this Desi is like the backbone of Gimme Huevos' whole team right now. Putting so much work in. And I think, last fight showed once the Desi went down, the team kind of just fell apart there. Interesting enough, this time around, emotional damage with the score lead heading into the Ray. But Gimme Huevos does have the bottom tier 1 pad, which is more beneficial when you're running the poke comp.
Bottom is Reggie Rock. Lucky for emotional damage that it's not a Reggie Steele, because that would be incredibly detrimental.
Well, I didn't even notice that the silver was Kinesis.
Right, I didn't see the whole game till now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, and it looks
Ray
like it's
is
just
up.
everybody bottom.
Everyone is listening to Zoro's name. Please group it Ray.
True. Well, it's up to Gimme Huevos to take some initiative here this time around. Down in points. Gotta try to force something here. Maybe poke the Ray out, make them come in, and then try to take the team from there. 3 arrows. The arrow hits 3 right there.
And they're poking at it slowly but surely.
3/4. Is it going to get full ripped?
Lapra's being very patient.
Well, Hypers has vision on 2 of their attackers on the back line. This could be huge. Oh,
looks like
left
they're
to go
still
for it.
poking. Oh, and that Sylveon trying to dive onto the 2 in the back. Is he going to be able pursuing
succeeding
big?
With the dive. SB down. Knock is out. Not able to hit much.
Slowbro's down. There's a 4v3, 5v3 situation here. They are still in the lead in terms of points, so they don't really have to, do anything. Just cover their pads, watch Ray so they don't flip it, and time is ticking in their favor.
And if push comes to shove, they do still have Zoro and Vino ult to secure.
Mm-hmm. Now they're going to start doing it while this.
At this point,
the rip is starting.
He is the only other win con for them. You gotta play for this Ray flip.
Oh, but it's actually going to be a flip right here. And the Slowbro gets it!
Slowbro gets it! But do they
have
have enough time? There's 20 seconds left. Do they have enough time to score enough points?
Slowbro are going to be able to
like they
one.
do.
Yep.
Oh, Blastoise, no, you can't get there, buddy.
50 on Sylveon.
Wait, hold on.
Vinu injecting in with the 50 on top. He gets it in.
And Clef getting a 98
Wait.
bottom, I think.
This is I don't know what they actually.
I think that Blastoise not being able to score 100 in the middle because it took too long for them to break the tier 2 pads. No, it didn't even matter. Great play by emotional damage. By just not caring about your opponents and just run to score yourself.
Honestly,
that was the best strategy. And executed perfectly.
I do think, like, what do you call it? Emotional gave them way too much space. They had like a 5v3 situation. They just let them set up at Ray and start ripping it. Which, that made it down to flip. But I think they made a good adjustment at the end where they just ignored them completely and went to go back at themselves. And, they're already in the lead in terms of points. So they just trade caps, they win. Which is what they did.
Also, you could just push the bottom pad 5v3 and just say, we're going to take it by force. We have the Vinu Unite. We have the Zoro Unite. Yeah,
they had the resources to do it.
Could even send the Zoro to see if he can back cap because they're probably not covering that pad in the backside, right?
Yeah, I like the idea of just setting up. Even then, you don't have to push the pad. You can just set up on their side so they can't even walk in to set up to flip.
And if you look at the damage, it just emotional damage just took their point. They were a bit behind in points, made that big push on the on the opposite side of the map while they were getting a Reggie, and just took the points lead and just were happy to rest and sit and just keep their lead.
Yeah, that definitely was a turning point in that match.
I think if they don't make that play, they have to be way more aggressive because they're on the back foot at that point. That's where the 100-point difference was in there, right?
Yeah, exactly. That is a 2-0 for emotional damage, right?
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's ask if they want to interview. Can ask them some questions.
Yeah, that would be great. They bounced back from last week. I think if they faced your team week 1, didn't they, Mhal?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
It's a tough opener.
Facing the,
it's a tough
opener. Facing the season 2 champions.
I mean, I like how calm they were, understanding that they're win condition. And even losing the raid, not panicking, not trying to do too much, just do the right play, just go score yourself. That should be enough.
Okay, this is a bit of a side note, but I have been informed that starting in Ranked Season 18, February 27th, 2024, draft pick is going to be in Ranked.
What?
Cool.
Yes. It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
Beginning on December 5th, we will be adding the EX license classification. Additionally, in Ranked 17, starting January 16th, the use of EX licenses, including Zacian, Mewtwo X, and Mewtwo Y, will be prohibited.
Nice.
What, in ranked?
In Ranked, yep.
All right, cool.
Yeah, let's join the lobby VC, by the way. They're down for an interview.
Yep.
For sure.
All right, well, I just want to say congrats on the win. Solid 2-0 from y'all's side.
Thank you. That was fun.
I think it was interesting to see like both teams running like a very similar like comp. Really running double poke.
Yeah, for sure.
It looked like
They're
you
pretty
guys were
solid
very.
with the double defender.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, you guys seem pretty solid, knowing that you were ahead, and just really happy to sit back and wait. Is that something that you've been, working on, not getting, too antsy when the game is getting late, just letting the clock run down?
LOL. That's actually something we've definitely have had to improve on because in the past we've been very aggressive at the raid fights. So this is something we've actually been working on, trying to like
Calm
the fight
down.
comes to us.
Just calm
We
down.
have some really good shot calls too, so
Cough, cough, ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys have a favorite play that you did this set that you want to, go over and how it came to be?
Yes. Okay, so at the end, the other team got the raid, and Ghost was like, everybody go score. And somebody was like, wait, I broke a shield. And he was just like, go score, go score, go score. He said it about 12 times. It was really annoying. And then we went to score, and it won us the game.
I gotta say specifically that moment, I was the Venusaur scoring the 100 top lane literally at the last second of the game. So we didn't know, how far ahead we were or anything, but that could have made or break the game as far as we knew. So me seeing that go in was like a huge moment.
Period.
Well, I can tell you in hindsight that if you don't score that one and they don't really mess up their Blastoise scoring 100, you guys would have lost. That's how important that score was. Because their Blastoise got stuck in front of your home base and they didn't score on time, so he didn't have time to put his 100 in. If he just goes to a tier 2 on the top side, he scores 100, you have to score that 100 to win.
Oh,
you
wow.
have-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
We scored at the last second, too. I know mine went in at the very last second.
It was
Mhm.
so last second that I actually didn't know if it was gonna go in.
I knew it,
I heard the what a goal, and I screamed.
I knew it, but because I had that faith, trust, and pixie dust, and I knew it was going to go in.
I needed Tofu there too to sit on the goal because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it in time. So it was a good act of teamwork.
Mhm. That's
Yeah,
an
we
imp-
were sad that we didn't get to put the Mew into our comp this
Yeah.
time.
Hmm.
We've been practicing Mew a lot, so got banned.
Yeah, they didn't let me
Rip.
play Inteleon either.
Rip.
I mean, that's 6 bans, right? You're probably
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna get to
Pretty
play.
much.
For sure.
I think there's a trend here going on, right? Like I think every game Inteleon or Mew has always been bad.
And Mimikyu.
Yeah.
And Mimikyu. That's the 3 bands that come up like the most, for sure. And that makes a
The
ton of
3
sense,
most
by the way.
OP Pokemon.
That'd be interesting to do, like a stat of what mon gets banned the most. That'd be interesting.
Could figure something out.
Something I want to ask. What was the thought process for you guys' team making that 5-man push top and ignoring the Reggie bottom?
We just
Ghost?
wanted to be sneaky. We just wanted to do something sneaky and sneak around the bottom. We knew they were gonna go bottom, so rather than risk the fight, we went to get those scores in up top. And
Yeah,
Alex
I
did
like
all
that.
that.
Yeah, I was like calming. I'm like, yeah, I think I like the idea because instead of taking like a unfavored fight, right, with like levels down, and they also have a pad they could just walk back to. You guys played more aggressively and took a risk in the cap top, and it honestly set you guys up for that raid fight, right? Having that point lead put a lot of pressure on their side to have to play into you guys. So yeah, well played.
Honestly, just one little tweak, one little thing for you guys. When you watch it again, you'll see it immediately. The Zorark took too long to go score his points. It's not about
Oh, we
overcapping.
know.
I know.
We
Yeah,
know.
right? Right? Because if you break that pad, guys,
Bro,
woo,
not gonna lie,
you're
bro. My
golden.
frames were dropping during those like the score.
No, but I know you were in the jungle too, trying to get the buff. I think just go score and get the buff afterwards. Like it doesn't matter how
Bro,
much you overcap.
but I'm gonna be honest. If I did, if I scored that, the Vino at the end would have scored 100.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
that's a
what
good
happened?
point.
But what happens is then you have their home base open as well, right?
Yeah, I
And
know, but
and you have the Eliki spawning on the top, and you can just hold that forever. You guys were so like you had the comp to hold that area until the end of the game if you wanted to.
yeah, I
Yeah,
got
or
too
even
greedy.
just standing on the goal
Take
so
the
I could put
jungle
the
real
50 in
quick.
would helped.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point you make, though. Yeah, like not breaking the pad does allow you later on as a contingency plan to score for like a winning point if you need that backup. So I get that, but it's also it is a give and take. Right? If you break that pad, you can set yourselves up for the rest.
Yeah, it was a mistake. When I was taking there, I was like, do I score? Do I
I'll
go
admit
score
though,
right now? But I guess
they did a
like,
good job protecting the Desi. They had a strong front line, and like we kind of had a hard time getting to the Desi sometimes.
Not
of
at
the
that
black-
raid fight. I went right
Had
into
a-
S1 and Desi at the raid fight.
Yeah, and I got a lucky fly off over there.
That was really good though. That aggressive push with the Sylveon, that was great. That's exactly like what we talked about, Malk, in the start of the game, right? When we saw that was Mystical Fire, we said like, oh, it's gonna be great to get to that Desi and that Espeon
Yeah,
because it
help.
won't be able to escape.
Yeah, help relieve the pressure off of Lapras and Zoro, so it gives another option to help dive their backline, which is what you guys
yeah, I
did at
knew
the
I was
raid.
gonna get Slowbro United the whole game if I go in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I got
Became
Slowbro
way
United.
Sometimes
yeah.
you gotta
I
take one
watched you
for a
get
team, right?
watched you get United.
Mal knows all
There's
about
something I
taking
was.
one for the team.
Oh, I know about that. So something when my team plays, right? I like sometimes you just gotta take one for your team. Like, yo, I'm gonna go in and take the slow roll. Everyone else take advantage of
I'll
it,
take the
right?
Slowbro United. You guys go in.
Yeah, exactly.
Mal,
That's
you're gonna
smart,
laugh,
actually.
but on the old team, we did that to Zaid. Zaid was our go take the slower ult guy.
Oh, he was a
we could
sacrificial
see-
lamb.
he
Damn.
was every time.
Humble
When you see him on
place.
any of you guys, if you see him in the houses, you can tell him. You can ask him if he was a sacrificial lamb. He'll tell you.
The sacrifice.
Especially on Machamp, it was like just pop
Yeah.
Unite, just pop it.
Oh,
We
that
don't
will
care even if
definitely. Yeah. that will definitely.
we had,
Hero.
Which was like flashing lights. I'm here. Hold me.
No, we literally had a game like that where we just like he just walked up to the enemy team, popped it in front of the slow bro, just literally just ran up to the slow bro, popped it in his face, and just got united. It was like great, fantastic, exactly how it was planned. Cool tip for anybody that really want to force a slow bro into a bad spot. Sometimes just run up to him with a really dangerous Pokemon. All right, any
Keeping
shout outs,
Machamp
guys,
is really good,
that you want to do?
Shout
Shout
out.
outs for final words. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to our newest player, Rob. Thank you for joining us in this league. We're excited to have you.
For sure.
Shout out to our
Yeah.
older player, Seiji. He's very good.
Gone but never forgotten.
For real. That's my homie.
Crying already, just thinking about it. Shout out Big shout out to the shot calls today from Ghost, though. I think he had some really good shot calls that really carried us through.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, a game-winning call. I think at the end there.
Yeah, he had both calls for both games, both winning plays. So the play to not touch Ray and defend was the first call, and then they got Ray go score was the second.
Yeah, they had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. That first bottom, that bottom Reggie fight when we got wiped, I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Desi
yeah.
combo with the Blastoise. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah, their front line was hard.
that
They couldn't get
Blastoise
to
was
the
crazy.
Desi.
I'll give props to their Desi player. He was good.
Pro.
Yeah, I was like mentioning it, like that's like the backbone of that team. Like all the plays like started with him or ended with him.
Yeah, his unites
And
were on
props to
point.
Ibisi for holding that go zone.
POP.
I was
Yeah.
I was I was worried for you and Tommy Blissey. I'm like, if they just decide to go 3-2 and just overwhelm, it could go bad.
Yeah, I was wondering why the Blastoise
It's okay,
wasn't
we were all
there.
ready to rotate up there.
Fair enough.
Uh,
All right, well, yeah, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Hope to see y'all next week.
Thank you.
And yeah,
Absolutely.
good
Alright.
night.
Y'all have a good night.
Thank
Have a
you,
good day.
GG's.
Thanks, guys.
GG's.
All right. Are we going back? We're going back to casters, or you just want to stay new?
How much time we get till the next game? Like an hour?
Like 4 minutes.
Wait, there's a game at 9 p.m.?
Isn't it? Oh no, yes, I think, right? Isn't it 9 or is it 10 and 11?